my name is Amanda Finn. I want to first thank you guys all for coming out and listening to me today. I'm here to make a Death by Oreo cupcake. Think about when you were little. Did your mother ever make that one dessert that would melt in your mouth? Do you remember that smell that would spread through the whole house when it was baking in the oven? Well, what I have here today will bring you back to those memories, and is guaranteed to have that wow taste. This recipe was voted #1 on allrecipes.com, and it has been passed down from my grandmother. This is a recipe that I've used on many family functions, and it is safe to say that I'm probably the Martha Stewart to this recipe. Preparing this recipe, it only takes a few easy around the house materials and 6 do-it-yourself steps. The materials that you'll need to mix the equipment would be, you will need first a mixing bowl, you will need a measuring cup, and a measuring spoon. To bake the equipment, you will need a rubber spatula, cupcake liners, and a cupcake pan. The ingredients that are used to make this recipe would be, you will need 1 pack of regular Oreo cookies, a pack of mini Oreo cookies for decoration, 1 box of chocolate cake, you will need powdered sugar, eggs, a cup of water, and oil. What you will need to make the frosting, you would need 8 ounces of light cream cheese, butter, and that's it. So getting ready to bake this, you will need to preheat your oven at 350 degrees. Prepare your pan by putting the cupcake liners within. Once those are placed within, you take your regular Oreo cookies and you just drop them right inside. And as your oven is preheating, that's when you will start to mix your cake. In order to make your cake, you'll just follow the recipes on the back of the box. Nothing fancy. You'll just pour this in. You'll pour your oil. And to make this, you will need eggs. And I want to show you guys a trick to crack eggs. A lot of people think that they have to slam it on top of the bowl, but once you do that, it automatically pushes the shell within the egg. So it's destined that when you release it, cracks are going to fall in. So I figured out a trick that if you actually crack the egg inside the bowl and go around the egg, you start to get that line, and it automatically cracks. So you get no shells in your cupcakes. Yay! Nobody likes to bite down on an egg. So once you prepare your cake, that's when you will just fill your cake. No, you will crumble up half of the pack of the Oreos into crumbles. You can crack it with, I use the machine to do mine, but you can crack it however you want. You will just add the cookie crumbs into the cake mix. You'll mix that up, and then you'll fill the cupcakes 2/3 full. Once those are full, you pop those in the oven, and you cook as it's told on the back of the box. So these will cook for about 22 minutes. As those cook, that's when you start to prepare your icing. So in order to prepare your icing, you will just need the cream cheese, the butter, the powdered sugar, and the vanilla extract. Since you need 8 ounces of cream cheese to make this recipe, you can actually buy it in an 1/8 ounce jar. So that's what I did. It's simple. You mix all those together according to the recipe. So you'll need 3 cups of powdered sugar, 8 tablespoons of butter. Sounds like a lot, but you know, everybody likes butter. A teaspoon of vanilla extract. A little bit of that goes a long way. And then the whole jar of 8 ounce cream cheese. So you mix that together, and then like I said earlier that you only used half of the Oreos that you had left for the cake. And I used the other half for the icing. So once you make the icing, then I like to put my icing into a Ziploc bag. Once you put the icing within, you cut the strip underneath, and then you can just squeeze it on, and it's pretty. So you take this out 22 minutes. 22 minutes later, it looks like this.
Beautiful.
And that's what I have for you guys to taste. If you die by eating these Oreo cupcakes, I can guarantee that that's probably the best way to die ever. So I'm okay with killing you guys tonight.
Okay. Thank you.
Yay.
I love the frosting.
Looks so
You really
good.
did mean death by Oreo.
Right.
Cameraman?
Sure.
Alright.